Peace family. So I'm back with another one, you know what I'm saying? So today what I want to do was I wanted to talk to my chosen ones about your peers are embarrassed to come back around you, you know what I'm saying? They are fucking ashamed even communicating with you. And what brought me to this subject today was, y'all know me, I got something related. I had one of my associates that I went through my prison process with, you know what I'm saying? One of my good buddies, we rolled the bid the whole time, you know what I'm saying? Came home, we still was kind of vibing. But what I realized was, and I'm just using this as an example, you know what I'm saying? I still got a lot of love for him. But once you become a part of my life, you become a part of my story, you know what I'm saying? So I realized, like, they don't like sharing information, and they get embarrassed and they ashamed when they aren't standing on their toes, you know what I'm saying? So for some, it's like you can go through these chaotic situations with them and they'll ride for you know what I'm saying? But when you get back out in the real world and you have actual choices, you know, it's not so much of a foot on your neck, it shows where their disciplinary is at, you know what I'm saying? So like, I wasn't doing beats when I first came home. He was locked into the motherfucking beats, you know what I'm saying? Fire with him. I was promoting him, pushing him out there, letting everybody know that their music, yo, my bro, nasty with the beats, you know what I'm saying? Putting them out there everywhere. And I started getting into the beats in 2015. He already had a couple years already in, plus he was already nice with the shit. Beatboxing, all the shit, bro, is fucking fire. But I realized one point for me of self-awareness, and what I had to realize was once I start making beats, I wanted to collab with bro. And I remember at one point in time, I had asked him a question about how to do something in the program. And I remember his response, it always just stuck with me, you know what I'm saying? He didn't want to share that information with me, but he let it be clear that I should just stick to it, you know what I'm saying? Just stick to it. Basically saying he ain't about to share no fucking sauce of information with me, just figure the shit the fuck out. And me, I'm like, cool, you know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping. Me and him done been through other crazy shit. I ain't tripping if he don't want to share that little ass bit of information. Whatever. As time kept growing and progressing, we don't live in the same areas, but we always in communication, same phone numbers, you know, we stay in contact. If I get on the game, we some Call of Duty busting gun motherfuckers when we are up there, you know what I'm saying? Which is when I have a couple hours or moments in between my time when I'm not running around on daddy duties and learning and growing and doing everything else. You know what I'm saying? And I realized, like, all these years been passing by, and it's like, bro, we ain't got one collab together. Like, to me, it didn't even make sense. We both music produce. Why don't we have any collabs together? Why don't we have anything that we could say, hey bro, this is what we did together, besides saying, letting everybody know we wrote a bid together, you know what I'm saying? Like, long story short, you know what I'm saying? I give him my sign-in information to my program, you know what I'm saying? The FL Studio is what I cook up on, it's what I make my beats on. It's a lot of different programs you can use. He uses that one as well. That's a $200 fucking program, you know what I'm saying? And you can still pay for the other VSTs in there and shit. I gave bro my whole sign-in information. And you know, he didn't even have the audacity or the energy to figure out how to sign in, so he didn't have to use his program in sample mode no more. He's making beats using them, cooking up, which he's fire with them, but he's doing it in sample mode. I have the program, Producer Edition, paid for. I'm giving you my sign-in information for you to cook something up. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even take that information, that password, that shit, and use it for himself. You know what I'm saying? It was nothing but excuses. Nothing but excuses. And that's what put me in this space to get to this topic, to be like, now that all the groundwork has been laid, right? It's already been shown that they didn't want to share information when I wasn't in a position. I got to a better position, elevated, shared information and passwords. Can we see how things are starting to weigh out now? So this is why I always use the spiritual time frame on everything and not so much as the physical time frame. Because when I drop that weight on you spiritually and I see that you not standing up and being honorable in these positions, or at least being honest with yourself and with me or the people that's around you in general, you know, and I just use this as an example because we all have different situations around us that we can correlate this with. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to take mine so literal, but look at who's around you and your position, and how long have you known this person? How many times have they not shared information but still came back around and kind of embarrassed or ashamed because now you're elevating still. You're still continue to elevate. You're growing, you're ascending, and they're still in this space to where it's all about a job, or it's all about getting money, getting to the money, getting money. You know, it's nothing else outside of that. When they shut the matrix down and they say, hey, money is null and void, then what kind of value are you going to bring? You got to be able to use this. You got to be able to use all your chakras. You know what I'm saying? And I remember I had got on the game with him recently, and it was like our communication used to be vibey, but now when we get on there, it's like it's not really a whole lot of communication in between it. You know, we just usually get on there, get straight to the point of the game if that's what we up there doing, you know what I'm saying? But we used to kind of communicate and build. We'd sit in the lobby and just chop it up and build, you know what I'm saying? Or at least that's what I would try to do. But what happens is when you got people who around you who really, they know they ain't shit, you know, it's like, when I say ain't shit, I mean ain't shit as far as trying to go anywhere. Now, I'm not saying like my people's is not a good being in general, you know what I'm saying? He's just completely robotic, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say zombie, I would just say robotic. Just go along with the flow, does everything that the culture does, say, listen to all the young shit, do all the other, you know, just all that shit that's null and void, you know what I'm saying? It's only harming him and his bubble, but he's not doing ill intentions to other people. So I just wanted to clarify that, you know what I'm saying? Because it is a little bit of a difference in between the beings that you have around you and that we deal with. Some of them are doing everything with ill intentions. Some of them are just really weak-spirited. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know bro is tough. His beard was longer than mine. You know what I'm saying? So I know physically he's tough. I know spiritually he can handle those kind of situations. But when it comes to being a leader, being a stand-up dude, and having nobody with their foot on your neck and just having to do the work, it's completely different. So when I talk to him now, it's almost like the communication is almost like I'm up here and he's here, and it's almost visual in the physical world. You know what I'm saying? But I never carry it with him like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had no problem sharing my password and signing information. I'm like, I already got the YouTube channel, I started the Godcast, I had all these other things I start going. Bro, if you want to get into some beats and we can do some collaboration, let's build something. Let's build. Y'all gonna constantly hear me saying that because that's what I be on 24/7, building. If you ain't trying to build, then you wasting time. You know what I'm saying? And that's why our conversations has started to get null and void for a little bit, because the embarrassment of knowing that, oh shit, we done had this talk last month, we done had this talk the month before, we done had this talk the month before that, we done kept having these talks. But as you keep not doing your part, I keep coming to you and we keep communicating still, but it's like I'm piling my shit up there that I'm continuing to do, and how I'm continuing to grow and ascend, you know what I'm saying? And it's not the same on the other side. So that's why it's always a little bit more embarrassment and more shame and more pride that you have to deal with when you communicating with the people around you, or even trying to build something, because you have to know when somebody's actually putting the footwork in versus whether they're future faking. And it took me a while to understand that, but once you understand that future faking is a thing, a lot of people like to fantasize and future fake and live in all these la-la places, but they don't really have the steps or the recipe or the direction as far as how to get to that location. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I want to get to Florida, but how the fuck am I going to get there? I have to know how to get there. yes, I can imagine it up here and use visuals that I've seen on TV or pictures somebody else brought. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, if I want to go there personally, I have to fucking know how to get there. I'm gonna MapQuest, I'm gonna GPS, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna figure out, well, I have the Google Maps. I don't give a damn which one it is, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna figure it out. I'm not just gonna say, oh, I wanna go there and not have no idea how to do it. No plan. So understanding that a lot of beings out here be doing future faking, and if you can catch the future faking faster, it'll save you a whole lot of energy as far as communicating and trying to future fake build with somebody in the future. I remember one time he had told me, like, he gonna collab or get on some beats, or we gonna do something when the time is right. And in my mind, I'm thinking, nigga, what the fuck you mean by when the time is right? You think I'm gonna build some shit, and then when you see I'm all the way litty, you just gonna jump on the fucking bandwagon? Yeah, right now, you better get the fuck out of here. I don't move like that. There is no when the time is right. You need to fucking do it now. Now is the time. The present is the time. You know what I'm saying? Don't keep living in the past. And don't be future faking with these other entities talking about some Google gaga la la shit that you know they are not taking the steps to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all done had this conversation for 6 months, a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years now. You know what I'm saying? And there still is no progression into that direction. You feel me? I ain't want to run it up too long. You know what I'm saying? Tapping everything down below. Peace and love to the kings and queens.